Hey everybody, welcome back to another action figure review, G.I.Joe Classified Edition, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dreadnok Ripper. Ripper is from Australia, just like Torch and like Buzzer, who is from England, and Ripper is from Tasmania, I believe, is his place of birth, which is an island really off the coast of Australia. His real name is Harry Nod, just like Buzzer's real name is Dick Blinken Smythe, and Torch's real name is Tom Winkin. So, Winkin, Blinken, and Nod, basically, based on that child's story from back in the day. Most of you watching this are probably too young to remember that, but it's something that I remember reading as a kid, or having read to me anyway. So yeah, he's one of the original Dreadnoks. Came out in '84, along with Torch and Buzzer, under the leadership of Zartan, one of the more recognizable of the Dreadnoks, and there's quite a lot of them now. They've expanded over the years. He's most recognizable for his huge mohawk, as well as the Jaws of Life that he uses as his weapon. So let's take a look at the box here. You see him in the exact same room that Buzzer was on in his box, with all the same stuff. The grape soda on the floor, the drum kit and the guitar and the amplifier in the background, just like the cold Slither days. And then the motorcycle outside, it's in a different position, and the gas pump is on the other side now, so the angle's kind of different than what was on Buzzer's box. Unfortunately, Torch is coming in the plastic packaging, so they stopped using the plastic free after this wave, and so we're not going to get a cohesive picture. Unfortunately, there's going to be Buzzer and Ripper will be in boxes like this, and then Torch will be in a windowed box with none of this stuff in it, unfortunately. There you have the artwork for Ripper, all the stuff he comes with there. This is number 102 in the line. A larger shot of the artwork. G.I.Joe Classified there. Legalese on the bottom. There's the QR code with the file card info. More legalese. All the accessories he comes with. A close-up of his side profile. Close-up of the tattoos on his left arm. 6.5 inches. Ripper's a big guy. Let's get that box out of the way and take a look at Ripper. And Ripper's got that scowl, the full beard and mustache. He has a razor blade for an earring. That's kind of dangerous. The nice mohawk haircut on the top of his head, shaved on the sides. Teardrop tattoo on his left eye. And if you can see that on his right eye, he's got like a smiley face. Lens cover. I don't think he wears contact lenses, but he just has a smiley face over the pupil on his left eye. And he's got that Grim Reaper tattoo on his right shoulder, along with this band of spikes around his arm. That is an overlay. He also has a wristband of more spikes. Over here, he's just got a Fitbit. He's got a claw going through his flesh on his forearm, and then a devil's head on his bicep on his left side. He comes with his vest, which is all black, except they painted the spikes on the top. Goes all the way around. It's got a sheath for a knife on it and a couple of frag grenades. He does have a camouflage tank top shirt. He's got a black belt with silver buckle and a silver chain going around to the back there. He's got this nice pistol sheath, rather. Pistol holster on his right thigh. Couple of knee pads, black boots, blue jeans. Nothing too flashy. The sheath or the holster is a overlay. This is an overlay. The vest is an overlay, and he's got a necklace of razor blades as well around his neck. That is also an overlay. I don't think this is. Yeah, this is an overlay. It doesn't just come off. It's glued on, but you could probably remove it if you heat it up, just like the Viper forearm gear. Same thing with this. No, wait, this is sculpted. Yeah, that's sculpted in there. That's not glued. Or maybe it is glued. It looks sculpted. Yeah, I think it's sculpted. I'm gonna go with sculpted, guys. Survey says sculpted. So going over articulation, he's got the ball joint at the top, and of course, if you pop the head, the razor blades come with it sometimes. And he can look down about that far. He can look up. You can't even look up, really. Actually, that get caught in there. Yeah. No, he can't really look up. So if you want to attack him from above. He won't be able to see you coming. He can do the exorcist and cut his throat at the same time. That would be a dangerous place to just hang razor blades right around your neck. What if someone grabbed you from the back, grabbed the back of the chain and just yanked it against your neck like that? You end up cutting your throat. But Ripper's stupid, so I wouldn't expect anything less from him. He can do the exorcist. He's got all sorts of tilt there. His arm goes all the way around. He does have butterfly joints, but mine are a little... There we go. Butterfly joints. Get back on there and stay. See, stuff like this I really wish they would glue on, so they didn't move around so much. He can get about 90 on the T-pose. He does have a bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. This guy's a little stiff. I haven't worked him out enough. Up-down vertical hinge on the right and horizontal on the left. He does have an ab crunch. Not as loose as Buzzer's, thankfully. He can bend that far forward and that far back. He can twist again like he did last summer. So can Buzzer, by the way. I didn't show that in my video. Completely missed that. He's got the tilt. Drop down hips. He can do those Van Dams. These Dreadnoks are pretty limber. It's probably from riding those motorcycles all the time. Leg can go up about that high. Can go back about that far. He's got the thigh cut. The double jointed. Yeah. There you go. Pinless knees, unlike Buzzer. Buzzer's knees were pinned. So Ripper is obviously using legs from a newer figure rather than Buzzer. Unlike Buzzer, who's using from an older figure. He does have a boot cut. His foot goes ballerina far back. Goes forward about that far. Swipe. Twist side to side. Rocker side to side. There you go. Peg holes on the bottom for a stand. Alright. Accessories wise. I went over this last with Buzzer, but I'm going to go over it first with Ripper because it's much better. He comes with these glasses. Gray plastic with red lenses. And unlike Buzzer's glasses, these fit pretty darn nicely. See, all it really had to do was make Buzzer's ears stick out more. And that would have worked. See how they fit on the side of his ear, behind his ears like that? You know, like glasses are supposed to. Buzzer's ears were too small. They didn't stick out enough, so you had nowhere to stick the sides of the glasses, the frame of the glasses, the earpiece. But He's got those classic glasses there like he has in the cartoon and in the comic. Looks really cool. He also comes with this unique knife, first in the line. First time you get a trench knife in the G.I.Joe Classified, which is really cool. So it's got the black handle there, or it's kind of more of a gray, really. It's got the knuckle duster. And it also has that silver serrated blade, which looks really wicked and cool. I actually have one of these. It's a display piece, but it could be functional as well. Mine has the spikes on the end, though, kind of like the Night Slasher from Cobra, if you remember that 80s movie with Sylvester Stallone. The main villain in that one, played by Brian Thompson, he used that knife, the trench knife with the spikes on the knuckle duster. He also comes with this pistol, which I don't like the trigger guard, but it's kind of cool. It's got that blade. It's got a serrated blade on the front. Ripper definitely lives up to his name. He has a lot of bladed weapons, put it that way. This gun, however, the barrel is small, so there's no peg hole for blast effects. Not that you could really fit one there anyway with the knife blade sticking out. And the trigger guard is really weird. They made it honkingly huge. I don't know why. It's almost a throwback to the beginning of the line when Snake Eyes came with guns that had these huge ass holes in them because they were still working out how to store things. And that slides into his holster there, with the blade kind of sticking out the bottom. So he better be careful when he sits down. That blade will poke holes in his motorcycle seat. He also comes with this classic rifle, like he had in the original figure. This one does have a blast effect, and as you can see, or a peg hole for a blast effect. And as you can see, it also has a blade, nice silver painted blade. This is reminiscent of the gun he came with in the 80s. Looks quite similar, and and the clip just fell out and landed on the floor, the magazine rather. Well, he does come with a removable magazine, although it appears to have... Oh, no, it didn't. I found it. I thought it had vanished. I was going to have to wait until the video was over to find it. But yeah, magazine. And this is a kind of crappy looking magazine. They kind of phoned it in designing this one. It really looks like a broken piece of plastic, to be honest. Like, if you didn't know it was supposed to have a removable magazine, you'd probably look at that and be like, damn it, a piece of my Ripper guy broke. And it doesn't really snap into place very well there either. As you notice when I was showing you the gun, it just kind of fell out. So it's really loose in there, as well as being just a terrible looking piece of plastic. Like, the guy designing the magazine was like working overtime and desperately wanted to get home and have dinner, and just drew a rectangle with a few lines. I was like, there we go, done. But yeah, this gun is really cool looking. This is unique to the line. I don't think we've had this sculpt before. We definitely haven't had one with that kind of a blade in it. You can store this on his back. There's a little peg sticking out of the overlay there, and you can just slide that through the trigger guard. And that'll store on his back like that. I'm going to go ahead and remove the magazine just in case. Put it to the side. I don't want it to fall off later on and fall on the floor again, because this time I might lose it. Yeah, stand up straight, Ripper. Last but not least, he comes with his Jaws of Life. And this thing is huge. It's all black plastic except for the exhaust port here. I guess that's an exhaust port. I don't know what else would it be for. And that's big enough to put blast effect into. But with something would Jaws of Life have like a huge gout of flame coming out of the back of it? I don't know. I've never seen one that did do that, but who knows what Ripper did to his. It's also got a nice painted, probably exhaust fan on the side here. There's like 3 different types, maybe even 4 different types of paint on there. It's pretty cool. You got the chrome design for the exhaust and the whatever this is supposed to be. Maybe another exhaust. I don't know. Actually, this is probably the exhaust. This looks more like a fan. And then you got the gray plastic that the majority of the device is made out of. And then the handle here, the tape around the top looks like it's the same color as the rest, but the rest of the handle is more of a lighter gray. And then you have the blades themselves, which can move. It can go all the way back and then forward again. So that's cool. And these are even a separate looking color from this. So that's 4 different... Well, it's not actually all paint. This is plastic. This is plastic. And the rest is plastic. The only real paint is probably the chrome they used on the there, and then that's probably painted as well, the tape. But yeah, this thing was honkingly huge. And Lenny, just like with Buzzer, Lenny said these are all electric now, so no backpacks. The original Ripper did have a backpack that he had a hose that attached to the Jaws of Life, and then from there attached to his backpack. But the Dreadnoks are all going green, so they don't need gas-powered stuff anymore. I guess they don't have... I guess they're using electric motorcycles, too. You wouldn't think the Dreadnoks would care that much about the environment. I am guessing Destro and Cobra Commander don't care all that much. Destro probably pollutes like hell with his factories and stuff. And Cobra Commander's waging endless war. And nothing is worse for the environment than war. Come on, get in there. Again, like with Buzzer, these are not easy to get into their hands. I think it has a lot to do with Ripper being so much stiffer. Buzzer was a lot looser. Oh, I'm not looking for it to be perfect, just to not fall off when I'm done here. Alright, there you got Ripper. And a stand is probably going to be beneficial if you're going to pose Ripper, because of how awkward that Jaws of Life is compared to Buzzer's chainsaw, even more so. Definitely a cool figure. Leagues better than Buzzer, I would say. Buzzer was a slight disappointment. It looks cool, it looks like Buzzer, but the combination of the no backpack, the inability to store all his gear because of having no backpack, the chainsaw not quite being the same as we wanted it to be. Well, I don't know about everybody watching, but it's not the same as I wanted it to be, and other people that I've talked to about it. And the floppiness of the baseball bat when it came, at least for me. And of course the glasses not really staying on very well. Buzzer, definitely a disappointment. Ripper more than making up for it. This is definitely, like, if you're rating these 1 out of 10, Ripper's definitely between 9 and 10 somewhere. He might even be a perfect 10, I don't know. I'll have to look him over a little bit more. But he's really cool looking compared to Buzzer. Buzzer's more like a 6 or 7, I would say. I try not to grade them too harshly, like 1s and 2s, because the character still looks cool. And even if he's not functional as much as I would like him to be. I usually start at 10 and then take points off where I think they're deserving. So if I was gonna deal with Buzzer, I would take off a point for the backpack, not being able to store all his gear. That would be minus a point. The glasses would be minus a point. The floppiness of the baseball bat out of the package would be minus a point, and the way they designed the chainsaw that much differently from the original would be minus a point. So yeah, that would give him about a 6. I can't think of anything I would take off points wise for Ripper, so he might just be a perfect 10. It's been a while since I gave a figure a perfect 10, but Ripper might be one of those. But like I said, I gotta play with him a little bit more just to see if that really is deserving. But he definitely looks cool. I would definitely pick him up. If you're a Dreadnok fan, oh wait a minute, Ripper's gonna get a 9. I just remembered the magazine. Yeah, I saw it sitting over there, and that brought back the sheer crappiness of this magazine and how loose it is in the gun. So yeah, I can't give him a perfect score. Sorry, I gotta go with a 9 for Ripper. But that's still a good score. I would definitely pick him up. He's definitely a must-have, unless you just absolutely hate the Dreadnoks. And I can understand that if you do, they are morons. Although Zartan's a badass. But yeah, definitely pick this figure up if you're a Classified fan, Dreadnok fan, or both. Comment down below, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.